Hi everyone, it's your boy Sean. Welcome back to another Summer Swarm video. In this video, I'll be giving you guys my opinion on the Transcendence scroll or the package itself. There will be a guild war in the background to keep you interested. Now, let's get right into it. So, the Transcendence pack will give you a guaranteed net 5. It can be fusion, it can be duplicate, but still, it is going to be a guaranteed net 5. And it will give you 3,000 crystal. So the package alone, like crystal per dollar, is not bad. It is a decent deal. But the good thing is a guaranteed net 5. For people who has been clearing TOA consistently for maybe 1 year or 2 years without a single net 5, I think this is going to be a pretty good deal because in this game there has not been a single thing that guarantee you a net 5. I think if they put it at, let's say, $200 or $250, there will still be people buying because a guaranteed net 5 is mind-blowing in this game. For the people who has not so desirable net 5, let's say Water Monkey, let's say some OGs, or maybe even the Raki or the Beth, this is your chance to get the meta desirable net 5 that people always talk about. Let's say Sierra, Water Fairy King, or Zyros. Go for it if you have the money to spend. It's $150, it's the festive season, it's the end of the year. Just treat yourself to something nice. Because that amount of money will either go to a dinner or a drinking session, so save yourself the trouble and get a net 5. For early game player who, let's say, just cleared TOA normal for the first time and got your Phantom Thief or your Nine-Tailed Fox, I think it's a pretty good deal because you have a chance to get a very good net 5 for progression, like let's say Retash, Ariel, Veladriel, Verat. Those are pretty good for progression. And I think the order pack, the cheaper one, is a pretty good deal as well. It gives you 6 confirmed legendary runes of your choice. So maybe for progression, you may choose Violent runes. For end game player, you may choose Will, Nemesis. So in total of 150 US dollar, you get a confirmed net 5 and the runes to equip on your new net 5. That's pretty good. After the packages came out, oh my god, the anger on Reddit was crazy, as well as on certain Facebook community about Summoners War that I'm in. People were saying, oh my god, this is going to break the game. People are going to get net 5 so easily from now on. All that crazy shit. Unless Comtours is planning to do this more often, I don't think in any way getting a net 5 will break the game. I am actually quite happy for the early game player who will get a certain net 5 because that net 5 may really help that player to enjoy the game more or to progress faster into the end game or the mid game session. For mid game player, it can be super frustrating to face that Conqueror 1 war or Conqueror 2 because you don't have a certain unit or a certain combo to make it work. So getting, let's say, a Sierra or a Tiana or Water Fairy King will really help you to push further into arena. But this doesn't change the fact that mid-game player, early game players still need to farm runes endlessly in Dragon's B10, in Giant's B10 because without runes, no net 5 is going to get you anywhere. Maybe a certain net 5, let's say Water Fairy King, will help you to farm Giant's B10 less because now you have 33% speed leader, or maybe Kuma who will help you to chase away all the Lucian user, but still you need runes on them for them to work. There are so many Conqueror 1 player who has good units like let's say Camila, Water Fairy King, Kuma Ritesh, but they're still in Conqueror 1 because they don't have the runes to go up. So getting a new net 5 will not break the game in any way. Let's say you get a new Hell Lady, you get a new OG, it'll be fun for a while. It's not going to suddenly push you to the next rank in arena or help you to do guild war much easier. For endgame player who have already had a certain number of nat 5, let's say myself has like 10 nat 5 including the fusion nat 5, there's a very high chance that we get duplicate nat 5 or we get a nat 5 that will not help us in any way. The impact that I see that is going to happen is probably the number of Water Fairy King, Laika and Rakan in AD during rush hour. But it is still pretty manageable because endgame players are smart enough to figure out how to deal with certain nat 5 slowly as long as we face them enough. So to conclude, I don't think this pack will break the game in any way. I'm actually very happy for the people who are going to or already pull a good nat 5 that's going to help them to farm their runes faster, like getting a Teor or pushing them to a higher rank in the arena, like getting a Water Fairy King or a Tiana. If you say that this game has become pay to play, no shit. People can buy crystal and farm all day every day. Isn't that already slightly pay to play? So I think people need to calm the fuck down and let people who have money spend their money and have their fun in the game that they enjoy. And if you see more nat 5 in the arena, I think it's going to be more interesting instead of just facing the same shit all day every day. About me personally, I am not buying the pack because the nat 5 that are going to help me push further in the arena are very specific. I am using Lucian team, which means only speed leader like Ciara or Water Fairy King will help me, or getting a Tiana and go back to a Cleave AO. I'm using a tank AD, which means I need a AoE buff remover like Praha or Juno to make it better. Getting something like, let's say, an OG or a Hell Lady, or even things like Perna or Tasha, is not going to help me much. It's going to be enjoyable for a while, but it's not going to help me much. So I think getting those nat 5 or worse, a duplicate is not worth $150. The crystal per dollar is pretty valuable, but from my experience buying 3,000 crystal pack in the past to farm exclusively, it only solved my mana problem, but not rune problem. I have much more mana to upgrade my rune, which is good, but I don't need it anymore. I have learned to control myself more so that I don't refuel so many times during the day and just refuel maybe a few times and spend more playtime on the part that I enjoy the most, which is the arena. So I don't just do Lucian all day every day. I try to fight one by one and clear the list and try to figure out how to deal with that AD the fast way or the slow way. Also, the more I learn to control myself on refueling, the more I value the free rewards from, let's say, TOA, from arena, from world boss. So I try to use them as efficiently as possible. That's why I am only farming Necro B10 and Raid 5, because Necro B10 can give very good amount of mana in a very short amount of time. Also, farming Necro B10 will help me to improve my AO and my AD at the same time. Endgame arena is about getting killed or kill the enemy in the first few turns. So getting a better Rage Wheel set is much better than getting a better Violent Revenge set. Also, people these days are scared of double Nemesis Wheel or even triple Nemesis Healer because the only way to move in between a very well built AO is to have Nemesis rune on your team. I think I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. But still, I have enough crystal to play around with, from world boss, from arena rewards, from TOA. Also, I think one side reason is that I enjoy building a random nat 3 more than building a good nat 5 that everybody has already known about. But don't get me wrong, if someone give this thing to me for free, I would gladly take it. I'm not that kind of vegan free to play that diss all the pay to play player. I think we need to calm down and respect each other's decision, because this is just a game. So no matter how a person have fun with the game, just let him or her be. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think about the pack, whether you agree or you disagree. I love to talk to you guys. Subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next video as soon as possible. Bye!